very warm welcome to IDFC FIRST Bank presents Leaders of Tomorrow Season 13. I'm Ritwika Gupta, and tonight we are bringing you highlights from our recently concluded Lucknow Springboard. Now, Lucknow is emerging as the engine of growth and governance in the heart of Uttar Pradesh. To shed light on how Lucknow is shaping the future of entrepreneurship, in the first segment we have a keynote by Madhukar Pant, Business Head Loan Against Property, IDFC FIRST Bank. And in the second segment, a fireside chat with Bhaavya Kapur, founder BK Makeup Studio and Academy, on the rise of women entrepreneurs in Lucknow.
We are in the city of Nawabs and the heart of Uttar Pradesh, Lucknow. It's not only the second largest contributor to the state's economy, Lucknow also ranks second in per capita income, reflecting its growing economic significance. And as the state aims to become a $1 trillion economy by 2029, the capital is emerging as a strategic player in achieving this vision. So we hit the streets to capture the city's changing economic pulse. From manufacturing to IT services and retail, Lucknow is rapidly emerging as one of North India's most dynamic growth centers. Known for its culture and heritage, the city is now reshaping its identity through innovation and investments. What's the best part about living in Lucknow?
The best part is, I think, food, no doubt. And second is the old Lucknow vibe. I love it.
The vibe here, especially in the evenings and night, not particularly in the daytime, and especially that Hazratganj area.
From an economic point of view, how do you think Lucknow has transformed over the last few years?
Okay, so I have seen a lot of economic development in the recent years. There's a metro project which was completed, right, and it is still expanding. Then there is an IT shift which is happening. So there are new companies which are coming in Lucknow.
I think many industries have flourished here, and infrastructure has also changed.
What are the changes you would like to see to make Lucknow more business friendly?
See, if there are more, you can say, more meetings from all over the state, then many people will come from other states also. They will invest also in infrastructures. If they come to Lucknow, naturally, the visitors will visit us also. Naturally, the business will bloom.
Lucknow Chicken Garments is the creation of Lucknow itself, and people from around the world buy Lucknow Chicken Garments. It's a very huge industry. If you want to make more business friendly, you have to create more. The government should create more opportunities.
With strong governance, skilled talent, improved connectivity and infrastructure, Lucknow is setting the pace for the state's new era of growth.
First of all, a good evening and a warm welcome to all the MSME businessmen over here. It's a great pleasure. On behalf of IDFC FIRST Bank, I would like to welcome each and every one of y'all to this session which we are having here in the city of Lucknow. Lucknow is a city, right, which is very close to my heart. It's a city that blends a lot of things. It blends tradition with modernity. It blends grace with growth and culture with commerce. That is why we say, "Muskuraiye aap Lucknow mein hai," right? And why muskuraiye? Right? Because a lot of things have been going right for Lucknow. Investment focused. There is a lot of investment that is happening, right? In 2023, when the first Global Investor Summit happened, after that, we had almost 14,000 projects that were implemented, and almost 10 lakh crore of investment came into the state of Uttar Pradesh. For MSMEs, it is always difficult, right, to maneuver the complex regulatory environment. And what better than to have a digital platform like Nivesh Mitra, wherein you can clear all your requirements in one go. So, ladies and gentlemen, since this time it got started, 18.5 lakh certifications and NOCs were issued by through Nivesh Mitra across various departments. The biggest achievement in the last 1 year is that BrahMos, right? That the famous missile that was used at various wars, right, is started getting manufactured in Lucknow. At IDFC First Bank, we believe that MSMEs are not just business entities. These are engines of socio-economic growth, right? They contribute significantly to the GDP of the country. They breed entrepreneurship, and most importantly, provide significant amount of employment to the overall population of the country. But MSMEs are always, there are huge challenges that are there as MSME are concerned. At IDFC First Bank, we are clearly committed for making tailor-made solutions to all these MSMEs, because there is a very different way how a MSME operates. So how we have been able to cater to these MSMEs, I just wanted to take a few examples. Prakashan Kendra, entity that I have been hearing since the time I was there in Lucknow, right? Because these are the books that we've read, we've studied from their books, right? Now, Prakashan Kendra had a loan that was running with one of the biggest financial institutions of the country, and when they had a requirement for additional funds for further growth, right, there was a need for them, for somebody to understand the business, their business complex structure, and then arrive at the cash flow, do a cash flow analysis, and then finally advance that loan, right? So that is what is there. Right? We understood their well-grown complex business model. We did not go the conventional way. We had our various methods how we underwrite the loan, because there are not only the P&L that talks about it, right? You need to understand what are the assets that have been created, what are the cash flows that the business is operating, and what are the future of that business. The second is another schooling college, a school that is there. It's a ICSE school in Lucknow, which has around 4 or 5 centers across Lucknow. Again, over here also, understanding the business model, and understanding what would be good for him, right? Over here, there were some challenges in terms of the cash flow requirement, wherein a lot of small-time loans were taken for a short tenure. We were able to understand the entire requirement from his side, restructure it, and then finally give him a loan for a particular person and solve his cash flows so that he is able to expand much more faster. So at IDFC First Bank, we have a very varied suite for all your business requirements. We start from asset side. We have our retail lending proposition that starts from individuals to MSME that is there. We have our current account and saving account proposition that is there. We have NRI banking. We have various amount of different product suites that are available that will be able to cater to your specific requirement. So MSMEs go through various ups and downs during their business cycle. And it is us, we understand that, and that is why we always provide flexibility in every parameter. Whether you want a tenure, we go up to 30 years. We not only, as I said, the 2 examples that I showed to you all, we don't only go basis the fact what is declared as income. We assess the cash flows and then arrive at the income. MSME segment, we cater to, we have loan against property, wherein our USP is that we go up to 30 years of tenure. And why 30-year tenure is very important for MSMEs? Because most of the loans that we have seen that the MSME takes are for business expansion, right? And when there is a business expansion, the returns start coming in after some time. We have recently launched an educational institution product, wherein we are saying that there are schools and colleges which are not based in the cities, which are around 250 kilometers away from the prime city, right? There, you need to understand their cash flows, understand them, underwrite them, and then structure those solutions. We have a business loan which is up to 1 crore and 4 years. And finally, for professionals, That is the chartered accountants, doctors. We have the professional loans, which again go up to a 1 crore. Over here, we give again an extended tenure of 7 years. So the entire product suite that we are trying to design for the MSME, for the lending part, is primarily based on understanding the profile of the customer, understanding the cash flows, and then designing a unique proposition for the customer. We have loan propositions that are there for our individual customers also. Home loans which start from 10 lakhs go up to 20 crores. That is there, that is available. We have got personal loans, we've got education loans, and we've got consumer durable loans and two-wheeler loans. We launched a credit card which was very dynamic. So we understand that even for individuals, right, a credit card payment could have gone wrong. There's a medical emergency in the house, right? And the customer has been paying for the last 4-5 years with us very, very diligently. So do I charge him that kind of a rate of interest? No, we should not be charging him. We need to understand the customer requirement and we need to stand with him. We analyze everything digitally, right? So your payments are analyzed digitally. We charge your interest only to the tune based on your past payment histories. Our commitment to the MSME segment and to the entire country is that we are here to build a world-class bank, right? If you look at it, our pillars are, we are guided by ethics, powered by technology, and here for the social good. This is the main motto of the bank. We are here for you and we are always there for you. That's it. Thank you very much.
It's time for a quick break here. We'll be back shortly. Stay tuned. Welcome back to IDFC FIRST Bank presents Leaders of Tomorrow Season 13. In this segment, we explore how women entrepreneurs are shaping Lucknow's business landscape through a fireside chat with Bhaavya Kapur, founder of BK Makeup Studio and Academy.
I just want to start off by asking you to tell us a little bit about yourself, your journey, what inspired you to start BK Makeup Studio. Yeah, just in a nutshell, tell us about you.
My journey started 15 years ago. This was an industry where I really thought there was a dearth of people doing the right job. I used to see my friends getting married. Facebook was new at that time, and I used to see a lot of people getting married and looking like clowns. So my inspiration was to make people look good, make people look like a better version of themselves. And of course, my father, who's one of the biggest lawyers of the city, he always taught me, he always showed me how to live a good life. My mother, who told me that you must live a good life, but it should be on your own terms and with your own money. And my husband, who's always been there, who proudly sits at a company called Bhaavya Kapur Makeup Studio even today and runs the show with me.
Well, wow, that's more power to him on that. Bhaavya, what is your take on the beauty industry? And I know that a lot of small businesses are in the makeup industry for sure because of India's multi-billion-dollar wedding industry. So that's automatically, it creates a lot of opportunities. But where are the most exciting opportunities for an entrepreneur if they want to enter this industry today?
Well, anything to do with weddings in India is recession-proof, and it has a lot of potential. If we talk of the beauty industry, right from makeup, which we do, hair, skin. Now, skincare is a part which is overlooked till now, but now it's really emerging because that does not target a certain age or a certain category. In the next couple of years, billions of dollars are going to be poured into skincare, into research when it comes to anti-aging treatments, and of course, overall wellness. There is no looking back from here.
But Bhaavya, from what I understand, you not just have your company here in Lucknow, but in different states as well, in different cities here in India, and as well as in Dubai. Like, you have expanded globally as well. I'm sure that also came with a number of challenges as well. So take us through some of the initial curveballs that were thrown at you.
The initial problems, even today, the problem that we face is human resource. It's an unorganized sector, so there are no schools, there are no academies where we can actually find talent. So we have to go looking out for them, and it's only by trial and error. And when you talk of other cities, the challenges are the same. Lucknow is still slightly better, but we are in Kanpur and Jhansi. To find the right people for our work is really difficult. Dubai, I am still not doing anything related to makeup over there. I do have my company now. But yeah, it is definitely more organized. They have approvals that you need from the government to start a beauty setup. They have licenses that you need, and nothing of that sort is required here. So in every corner, you will see a makeup studio and academy. And those academies are not certified. So I think we could be a little more organized in this sector.
Sure. So, what is your take on the current entrepreneurial landscape, especially for women in business? Especially because you started 15 years ago. Have things changed over the last 15 years, especially in terms of, say, government support or like incubators or, even policy support for that matter, or mentorship programs? Are there enough around?
Unfortunately, there aren't. Like I said, it's a very unrecognized sector. So we could do with a lot more sponsorships and support from the government. However, we do have a couple of programs where they are training the underprivileged and they are providing us with the staff. But then again, it has its own challenges. When it comes to women working, again, we do face a lot of challenges here. The first challenge is being a woman in India and trying to be among the men. A lot of women are not encouraged. I come from a very privileged home where I was never showed that there was a difference between a man and a woman. But unfortunately, it's not true for a lot of women. Also, this field is looked down upon by some,
Why is that so?
I have no idea. Somewhere people feel if you're looking good, then you don't have the brains. If you have the brains, then you don't have the time to look so good. If you talk of Dubai, people who are better dressed, better groomed, who look better, they actually do better in jobs because they are looking at the whole package and not just your skill. So I think in India also we should now just remove the bias that if you are into beauty and makeup and dressing up and making reels, then you don't have the gray matter.
Absolutely. I think it is an art and there needs to be a lot more awareness. Completely agree on that. Tell me, Bhaavya, this is I would say it's a service business, right? And I would say leadership and culture are at the core of every service business. What is your approach to leadership and how are you building a culture at your organization, to keep the positive vibes on?
My approach is to never stop learning. No matter how long you've been in the business, there is always something that you can learn. So this is a creative field. New products are coming, new techniques are coming every day. Never stop learning, never stop growing, and never stop striving for the best. That has always been my approach.
So for a woman leader or somebody, who is watching the show today who wants to take her first step, they perhaps want to start a venture, but they just don't know where to start from. What should they keep in mind, especially if they want to do it in the city of Lucknow? Is there a checklist to follow or certain do's and don'ts which perhaps worked for you?
Well, I think if you were to go and follow checklists, then you will just be stuck in the checklist and you will never be able to actually go out because there is so much information available and there are so many people telling you not to do something. But if you in your heart believe that you're cut out to do something, just go for it. Just do not give it too much thought. Of course, you should know your craft because that is where the beauty lies. If you don't know what you're doing, then you can't do it. And then just don't look back, just go for it. It's better to have tried and failed than not to try at all. Right.
Tell me, what role has social media played in your branding? Because I've seen your social media pages and you are active for sure. Has that helped as a brand?
Oh yes, definitely. For any brand, you want to showcase something, you want to catch the attention of your customer, it is important to be on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, because that is where the youth is, and my industry is associated with the youth. Along with that, to have a social media team, to have a social media strategy is very important because there are so many people out there. You're just going to get lost in the crowd if you don't know what you're doing. Right. So to have the proper strategy, to have the proper equipment, to have the proper story to tell your clients is extremely important. And if you have done that, then you have nailed it.
Tell me, what are the biggest challenges in your industry? In the sense, is it easier to get perhaps an investor, or perhaps easier to convince a consumer, to come and get your makeup done from you?
For me, it's easier to convince a consumer because I started as a makeup artist and that is what I know better. But like I said, this industry, I mean, we haven't even reached 50% of what this industry can do. And that is also because men are not a part of this industry. It's mostly women who are running it. I've been lucky, like I said, that my husband stands with me shoulder to shoulder and he takes care of the nuances of the accounts and the finance and the HR and all of that. But if we were to have more men believe in this sector and study about it probably and join it, then there is no looking back. This industry is there to move.
When you initially started out, were there certain things that took you by surprise completely, like something you perhaps did not expect about the industry, that perhaps left you speechless? Was there any
Even
moment?
today, what leaves me speechless is the amount of money that a girl can spend to look good for 5 hours. So that is really surprising, and you will be surprised too when you sit at one of our salons one day and see the amount of money that a woman is ready to give just to look good.
So tell me, Bhavya, going forward, maybe in the next 5 to 10 years, what is your vision for the company?
Well, my vision is to establish more as an academy. We have an academy. We've been running an academy for the last 10 years. So my vision is to make that academy stronger, better, more trustworthy, probably have an affiliation with government institutes where parents are more comfortable sending their girls, because right now they're like, kya makeup karke kya karoge? So if this was more organized and if I could be a part of organizing it further, I think that would be something that I would love to do.
Fantastic. My final question to you, and this is a broad question: how do you see women in business, like women like you, contributing to the larger UP story, that the $1 trillion economy? How do you think women entrepreneurs can really play a part in this?
Well, I think not only entrepreneurs, but any woman who is working is a part of the industry, is a part of the working class, and roughly 50% of us are women. If all of us are working, then I think we are all contributing somewhere to the economy. And for me, whether it's an entrepreneur or a woman who's going for a job, as long as she's financially independent, she is contributing somewhere and she is making a difference.
Fantastic, Bhavya. This was a wonderful chat. Thank you so much for your time. This was wonderful.
Thank you.
With that, it's a wrap on this episode of IDFC First Bank Presents Leaders of Tomorrow Season 13. We hope you enjoyed the episode. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.